Hi everyone. I'm so sorry that this video is a little bit late. I've had some technical difficulties, so I'm finally getting to it now. What I wanted to go through was finding an article for this research project, or sorry, research paper, right? So I know a lot of you guys have been having trouble finding a research paper. So what I wanted to do was tell you guys how to find it. I didn't want to force you guys and kind of make you push you to find one when you didn't know how. So what I'm going to do right now is share my screen and I'm going to show you how. So the thing is that when you're finding a research paper or a research article for your paper is based off of finding research articles that have conducted their own experiments and talking about that experiment, talking about why they did it in the intro, how, and then the method section, how they did it. Results section or discussion section is like what they found from that study, and future directions saying what could they have done differently or what they should expand on now. So it's really important for all of those articles to exactly have that. So in order to find an article that conducts some type of experiments, it's best if first we are going to go to Google Scholar, right? So once you click on Google Scholar, it's automatically going to give you articles, right? So the best thing to type in is effects of, and then just any topic that you're interested in that you type in with brain social media. Well, let's talk about effects of social media since it's the first one right here. So I'm just going to open the first 5 of these because usually we know that social media is linked to mental or like your mental capacity as well as your mental state. So let's just go with that. So straight off the bat, right, it says understanding self-effects in social media. So let's see what this talks about. Right. So understanding self-effects on social media about cognitions, emotions, and attitude. Enough. This is a um, biopsychology article. Now, when it comes to this, right, when it says sign in through your library discard alt like card or whatnot, it usually you can find it. You could get access, but you could also just copy this and look it up if it doesn't happen, right? So let's see. Scholarly articles. This is it right here. Let's just see actually. Oh, here it is. You just click on a PDF. That's what it was. Okay. Once you click on PDF, this should come up. So now let's check for the actual points that we need to. So it's just giving us some background on some theories, right? So political stuff online. Okay. Now, what I'm not seeing in this, and this is a perfect example of what article would not work, is that this one doesn't have an intro section, a method section, or a discussion. That means they do not have a specific experiment that they did. This is just an informational article. So this one's going to be a no. Now let's talk about this one. It says welfare effects on social media. So let's just take this one. Okay, it says effects of social media usage and social media multitasking and academic performance of university students. This is already telling me that there is some type of experiment going on. But let's just look, right? So it says abstract, cool. And then in the abstract, I can also find out if it's like a proper article. Right now, I already see from a sample of 348. That means they did do some type of research. So it has an intro, right? There's a procedure, which means that they had a method of doing stuff, discussion, and conclusion. So this one would work. This one would be approved, right? Okay. Now let's talk about the effects of social media on students' behaviors. This one also looks like it's going to conduct their own experiment. We have an intro. We have a purpose of the study. We have participants. That's what we're looking for. And then we have conclusion, future studies. This one could work. However, there's no discussion portion. That means when you download the article, you would have to see more if there is, because if there's no discussion portion in this article, it's going to be hard for you to write. Okay, so now let's look over here. Let's always click on PDF. Right, okay. So now it says study on society. Okay, so this one could possibly work. We have a review. Okay, so this one says it's a review, right? So we also want to steer clear of things that are actual reviews. So I guess what we're going to look at is social media effects on the brain. Now we're making it a little bit more specific because we couldn't really find what we were looking for in terms of biopsych. Then I'll just open all of the articles. So let's download the PDF. Okay, while I guess that's downloading, let's see. Perfect. This one has an objective, it has a design and participants. So this already means there was an experiment, there's results and everything. So this one would work. It has a methods, it has a results, it has a discussion. This one would be a great article because now we're looking at, again, of habitual checking behaviors on social media, right? On brain development. That's exactly what biopsych talks about. So this one would be approved. Now let's talk about peer influence via Instagram, effects on brain and behavior, also a great one. So you would want to download as PDF to kind of submit it and just submit it for the article submission, or just like to have it for yourself. It's a lot easier. So let's talk about this one. Has a methods already. If it has a methods, it is good to go, right? Participants, procedure, we're good to go, right? Then it has its results, and then it should have a discussion portion. There we go. Right. So this one would also be approved. So that's like a really important thing of finding an article, is just effects of something on the brain is just the easiest way to find something. And again, you want to look out for like the methods portion, discussion portion, make sure it's not a systematic review and something that is not an explanational article or an explanation of an article where it's just talking about certain theories and trying to explain a certain phenomenon without doing an experiment. That's something we do not want. So I hope this one helped a little bit. If you have any questions, if you want to help, if you don't know if an article works or not, make sure you let me know. But I hope this helped, and I will look out for your emails.